We kick off this week's Raiders Sports Block MIAA edition, starting first with boys volleyball. As the 8th-seeded Wellesley Raiders would host the Red Raiders of Barnstable on Thursday night in a Division I South match. First set, it's a tight one here as Scott Sawyer's kill gives Barnstable the 5-4 edge before Andrew Lull comes through, driving down the kill to tie it at 7-7, and then seconds later on a Charlie Bolden assist. Lull's resounding point here gives Raiders a 12-9 lead. Barnstable is forced to take a timeout as Wellesley has taken back the momentum. Wellesley continues to build on that lead, and with Jan Noack's kill and ensuing ace gives the Raiders a 17-11 advantage. Raiders go on to take the first set convincingly by the score of 25-15. Start of the second, it's the Red Raiders who jump out to an early 7-1 lead with well-placed shots and key kills by their tri-captain Scott Sawyer. But Wellesley slowly crawls their way back into this set, fighting hard for each point. And after this diving try by Jamie Walsh lands just out, Raiders are only down 13-11. And after yet another Wellesley point, we are now tied at 13-13. Points continue to be traded back and forth between the Red Raiders and Wellesley before Scott Sawyer again comes up big for Barnstable and puts them up by 2 at 22-20. Then seconds later, 23-21, Red Raiders tie up the match at 1-1, taking the second set to the score of 25-22. Third match goes to the Red Raiders as well, so now leading 2-1, this fourth set could be leading up to the final one of the season for the Wellesley Raiders if they don't tie it up. With momentum staying on Barnstable's side again early in the fourth, Wellesley still is trying hard to fight for each point, but it seems like Barnstable always finds an answer. So quickly, it's Red Raiders up 14-2. After a much-needed break, though, Wellesley comes out of that timeout with a lot more energy, knowing time is running out of their season, and start to somewhat make a dent to this big deficit, taking advantage of some key Red Raiders mistakes, but Wellesley is still down 15-9. Barnstable puts an end to that Raiders run, though, as the Red Raiders rely on their captains once again to make the clutch kills. Barnstable pulls away in the end, and as the 9th seed, upset number 8 Wellesley on the road, taking this first-round match to the final score of 3-1. Tough, disappointing loss in the first round for these Raiders, as a great group of seniors would play their last high school game in a Wellesley uniform. Best wishes to Evan Megan, Tim Thrall, Doug Wayne, Ryan Noel, and captains Charlie Bolden and Andrew Lull, as they worked hard all season long to make it to the playoffs. At 15-1-1, girls lacrosse would get awarded the number 4 seed in the MIAA Division I South brackets, and the Raiders would host the number 13-seeded North Quincy Red Raiders on Monday in the first round. And it was a rainy, cold first day of June for sure, but what wasn't cold on the turf was the Raiders' high-powered offense. From the very start, Wellesley put the pressure on Red Raiders goalie Marguerite Belcher, and with barely 3 minutes of the opening half ticked away, North Quincy has yet to have possession. Wellesley is up 4-0, and co-captain Cecily Doctor has already scored a hat-trick. After Sophie Vernon and Caroline Bradley net 2 more quick scores, here to make it a 7-0 shutout, Caitlin Tchaikovsky takes the draw, stutter steps around defender Abigail Koch, and Tchaikovsky just buries it. We've got a long way to go here, still in the first. Wellesley is just dominating this Red Raiders team with an 8-goal lead. Later, with the Raiders just adding more and more to their commanding lead, the very few chances North Quincy has gotten, Carly Boyle has denied not 1, but 2 restart tries by Marissa McHugh, until something finally goes Red Raiders' way, when the ball's knocked out of Sierra Ford's stick but bounces into the back of the net somehow. And Ford's goal finally puts an end to Wellesley's shutout, but the score is 12-1 Raiders. Wellesley goes into the half with a commanding 15-1 advantage. With such a huge lead here in the second half, this first-round game is safe to say more than over. But both teams do not play like it is. Give North Quincy credit for not just giving up, faced with a double-digit deficit, and work hard to score 3 goals here in the final 25 minutes to their season. Credit Wellesley as well, who as a team still gave 100% on defense, despite the fact that they held such a big lead that no team would have a chance to come back from. Case in point, Red Raiders' deep pass ahead to Karen McAvee looks like it's a one-on-one breakaway chance, but great speed and defense by Cecily Doctor blocks McAvee's path inside the crease. McAvee then waits and feeds it to Sarah Sand, who is open on the back door, but Sand's attempt is swallowed up quickly by Boyle's stick. And the Red Raiders, with a great opportunity here, come away with nothing. Carly Boyle has another impressive game in net for Wellesley as the Raiders easily take this first-round match, jumping out early and never letting up, crushing the Red Raiders of North Quincy by the final score, 18-4. Wellesley advances to the quarterfinals where they will face Duxbury, here once again at Sprague Field. First-round action continues as we stay with Lacrosse, this time with the boys as the number 12 seeded Raiders travel to Xavierian to face the number 5 Hawks on their home turf. After Xavierian jumps out to a 4-1 lead into the second quarter, just under 6 minutes to go until halftime, Wellesley creates some much-needed momentum for themselves. Sparked here on this play, Blake Chapman feeds it ahead to Griffin Morgan. Morgan sees Nate Harper, makes the perfect toss, and Harper just buries it. Hawks lead 4-2, and the Raiders are pumped up. Fantastic play, as that's just what Wellesley needed. Very next possession, Grant Kasikas nets the quick stick score top shelf, and the Raiders' deficit is only 4-3. Hawks would answer though and get one back as we head into the second half. Xavierian on top, 5-3. Third quarter comes our way, and once again the Hawks build a 3-goal lead on Will McCarthy's score just seconds into the second half. But Connor Morton on the back door patiently waits and lofts the cutter to Kerry Line. Line's quick stick goal gives Raiders a 7-5 deficit. That score would remain that way as we head to the final frame, and if you thought the first 3 quarters were already back and forth, well, strap in for the final 12 minutes. It's the same story once again here in the fourth as Hawks again hold a 3-goal lead on this fantastic score by Peter Thorbaugh that looks to give Xavierian a 3-goal edge yet again, 8-5. But Raiders win the ensuing face-off, and an intense defensive sequence by goalie Michael Toomey resounds right here. Kerry Line shot rejected. Rebound to Connor Morton. Put back denied by Toomey. Brennan Conroy keeps possession, passes to Blake Chapman, saved by Toomey again. 20 seconds pass by as the ball remains Wellesley's. Grant Kasikas rears back with his try, and Michael Toomey once again to the Hawks' rescue. So as we all catch our breath, it's still 8-5 Hawks, but a minute later, Kerry Line says enough of this, and this time whips it past Toomey. Raiders now down 8-6. Later, still here in the fourth, Wellesley again facing down a 3-goal Xavierian advantage until Griffin Morgan steps up and from close range drains it top shelf. Raiders down 9-7. Seconds later, goalie Tim Rahill takes it upfield in transition, lofts a deep pass connecting up ahead with Connor Morton. Morton shoots a laser and it's in. Raiders score, and it's only 9-8 Hawks. And if you're not going crazy excited at this point, well, check your pulse. This is what playoffs are all about. Quickly, Xavierian with the ball. Peter Thorbaugh fights for position, gets air, and somehow the ball bounces just enough over the goal line. So that score looks to be the dagger here, as Xavierian leads 10-8. But what we've seen all game is a number 12 seed Raiders team play with such resiliency. So only 10 seconds later, Grant Kasikas calmly takes the face-off, makes a move around a defender, and just buries it. Raiders down 10-9. It ain't over yet. What a quarter, what a game. With just under 3 minutes to go, Wellesley still has a chance. So fast forward to 25 seconds left to somebody's season. 10-9 Hawks. Griffin Morgan passes it back to Grant Kasikas, and with a chance at tying this game up, Kasikas shoots, but it goes wide. And the closest to the ball is Xavierian. Hawks possession, and all they have to do is hold it until the final closing seconds tick away. Xavierian celebrates their victory, but they barely escaped with this 1-goal win over the Raiders. 12 seniors, Tim Rahill, Andrew Smith, Nate Harper, Kyle Shields, Connor Morton, Jake Vanderite, Kerry Line, Blake Chapman, Patrick Marquette, TJ Noonan, David Jennings, and Mark Sibbald all helped these Raiders turn around a slow start to the season, overcoming key injuries to Rahill and Line, and fighting all the way to the Division I South first round. Xavierian not only was the much higher seed, but also won it all as the 2013 state champs. But Wellesley left it all out on the field, not going down without a fight, and that is everything to be proud of. Though this will officially be their last game as a Raider, what a game it truly was. Final score, Xavierian 10, Wellesley 9. Well, that wraps up an exciting first round of Raiders action as Wellesley continues to battle here in the MIAA tournament. So stay with us as we follow boys baseball and girls lacrosse as they both look to stay deep into the MIAA tourney. Check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube channel at Wellesley Media Corporation, and right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.